Hello guys. So I'm gonna do a little back to school series. I'm gonna do 3 videos. Last week I did a back to school tutorial, a makeup tutorial, and today I'm going to be sharing my middle school experience and my tips for surviving middle school. So I'm gonna, before I start this video, I'm just gonna give you a little timeline of my middle school year. Middle school for me probably sucked. It was one of the worst experiences of my entire life. I had never been more emotionally unstable. I do have some emotional problems. I have general anxiety disorder, so that makes it really hard for me to go to school and stuff like that. But yeah, so in 6th grade, my dad passed away, so that was really hard. In 7th grade, I was emotionally unstable and I had to get out of school for a little bit. I had to take off time. I eventually went back to that school, but I was out of that school for about 2 months. In 8th grade, I moved to a new school, and oh my god, that school did not just work out. And I ended up leaving that school about 3 months before school ended. So yep, that happened. And yeah, just middle school sucked, but you know what, I got through it, and I know that if you're going to middle school, or really just any grade that can be hard for you, then I'm gonna help you get through it, because you know what, I know you can get through it. I got through it. I think I'm a success story. I had so much things going on in middle school, but you know what, if I can get through it, you can get through it. I'm gonna start off with some gym tips. Most schools, yes, they do have locker rooms. If you're uncomfortable with that, then do what I did. If you have a nurse, then you may ask to change if they have a bathroom. The nurse that I went to at my school had a bathroom, so I changed in that because I was a little bit uncomfortable with the fact that I had to change with a bunch of people that I did not like or were mean to me. So that just kind of freaked me out. So I changed in there. So if you're comfortable with that feeling, then I suggest you go to the nurse and do the same thing that I did. And as for memorizing schedules, I think that if you should always go to school. Like a lot of schools, they have a tour. So if you're just starting out in middle school or you're going to a new school, you should totally tour your school beforehand and have someone who is willing show you where all your classes are, so on the first day of school you're not just wandering around the halls looking like a weirdo. So yeah, you should totally do that. And always memorize your schedule, so who you're having first in the day and at the last of the day, so you don't get mixed up. And trust me, in no time you'll memorize your schedule, and like you could memorize your schedule in your sleep. That's how easy it will be. You could like go to that class in no time. But yeah, you should totally memorize your schedule beforehand. As for locker combinations, if they give you a locker, what I did is not all schools allow this, but my school did. I was allowed to bring my own lock that was a little bit less confusing for me. So I used my own lock, and that was easier. So yeah, like there were school issued locks, and then there are that. So if you're a little bit uncomfortable with the school issued locks, if they do give you locks, then you should get your own, and then you can memorize it yourself, so it will be easier for you, because that's what I did. Also, for gym, I made a little bag with a bunch of stuff like tampons, deodorant, stuff like that. You should totally make a little bag that has all of that just in case of emergency, so if anything happens, you're covered. Also, on the subject of periods, the nurse, if you don't have any tampons or pads or anything like that, you should go to the nurse. Trust me, the nurse will not be embarrassed. Him or her has probably dealt with this on a daily basis. It's no big deal. Just ask for a tampon and then leave. It's like, I mean, it's that simple. So don't be afraid. They probably don't care. They get it on a daily basis. So never be afraid to ask for that. So another handy tip that I had is I always like to adjust my makeup throughout the day. So depending on how long you're allowed to be in the hallway to switch classes, like I had a minute of time. So what I would do is I'd go to the bathroom, just get on mascara, swipe it, and just go. And so like I had a little bag of all my small makeup items, like I had lipstick, mascara, sometimes I had eyeshadows where I could just apply a little bit, and that's really helpful for picture day. So if you see like you have a little bit of a pimple like right here, yeah, just get concealer and then go to the bathroom really quick and then just put it on, and then yeah, it just makes life a lot simpler that I could drop whole classes and I have time to yeah, do that. The last tip I have is homework. So if, like I said, you have to check your school depending on their rules and stuff, but one of my schools, they allowed me to bring my phone and record the assignments on my phone. So the teacher would usually write assignments on the board and I would record it on my phone, and they wouldn't care, you just put it in there. They also allowed a lot of other students to do that too. So if you lose your assignment notebook or anything like that, you can put it on your phone will just remind you. So that's what I did. Like I said, check with your school, see if they'll allow that. That was one of the things that helped me remember my homework and not forget it. So anyways, that was my middle school tip video. If you have any more questions for me, put it down in the comments below. I hope you liked this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.